Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy TouchTone DSG. In this one, we're gonna take another look at a plugin that SSL has released called the High Frequency Compressor. Now, if you're familiar with the Fusion, which I have here, and I'll show that on the screen, I'm gonna be comparing the two to kind of show you like how they stack up against each other to see if the plugin is close or if it's far off or whatever it may be. Now, I did do a previous video, which I'll leave at the link up here in the box or whatever, and my conclusions is that if you're looking to get the plugins of the Fusion to maybe get close to the Fusion or have it be the Fusion, honestly, in my opinion, that's a novelty. I don't think you're going to be getting that. I think you're going to be getting something like the Fusion but different from the Fusion, and not in a bad way, depending on how you're looking at it. If you're looking to get the Fusion for plugin prices, then that is like delusions of grandeur in my opinion. And plus, I don't think that's a smart business move on SSL part. Just my opinion. If you feel differently, let me know in the comments below. So I've been playing with it a little bit here, and I have to say, well, let's just hear it. Let's go. So here it is on the screen, and it's pretty cool, man. It looks just like the Fusion if you look at it, with some differences, right? As you see, you have the auto gain, which I actually really like, and you have your wet to dry ratio, which I also really like, and the points of like the threshold and the crossover is exactly the same. And then also it comes with presets. You guys know me, I'm not too fond of presets. I just kind of like to do it on my own, but nothing wrong with that. Here we go. This is the track that I'm gonna be playing it on, and I'm gonna be directly A/Bing it with the Fusion. Now, I did bring the Fusion in on the Patch XLT or the Patch LT from Flock Audio. I am using that software to route it. So we'll hear it and see what shakes, see if you guys can hear a difference. I can already tell you my opinion, but I'll save that till at the end of the video. And I'll be weighing in on like my pros, my cons, and who this is exactly for. I'm gonna use it in a sense as I would normally use it. I'm gonna use it on some hip hop, right? On some trap, because that's what I'm feeling. I don't usually do the rock or whatever. So if you're looking for like rock and country and all that, this is not the video for you. But hey, feel free to stick around to see how we get down. So this is the track I'm actually using it on. And you know, it's just a simple beat, nothing too crazy, but it do got them dynamics. Now, I did go to a mix bus here and I'm using it on the mix bus. I'm gonna take it off just so we can hear that in action. So here we go. Sorry, man, it's easy to get carried away with that one right there, you know. I learned some new techniques that I put in that track, and it's kind of got that bounce. But anyways, let's get to the star of the show. I've been playing with it, and it's cool, so let's trigger it. Let's turn it on. Boom, right there. Now, for a track like this, I purposely left the hi-hats up a little bit, so when I engage this, we can hear it. So let's dial it in. I'm also going to be using the auto gain feature because sometimes they can get away from you if you are new, and I think this feature is great. So let's hear it. So once again, please be listening in some good monitors or some headphones. I'm gonna trigger it on and off. Listen to the hi-hats, how they fall back and how they jump out, all right? So for me, that was very audible. I probably would not push it that hard on like a mix or sending something to a master, but it's very audible. And I'm gonna on this demo here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn the threshold up as if we're smashing it, but I'm gonna mess with the mix to dry ratio so we can hear it. And you can even hear it on the top end of that snare, how it just kind of takes control. I like that. So that was the plug-in version. Not bad, not bad. We'll put it on some individual tracks also, but let's head over to the actual Fusion itself and see if you guys can hear a difference. All right, so now I'm gonna head over to the Fusion here, and I think you guys are gonna be quite surprised about the results. Once again, let's listen for the same thing. The hi-hats, how they fall back, the top end of the snare, and just see, okay? Okay, so before we jump into that, if you're liking this video, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and I do like high-end products just because that's kind of what I do. I love it, I'm sure, as we all do. I just don't do like the free stuff. So if you like this channel and you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that. That helps in the algorithm a ton. Thank you, I really do appreciate it. Okay, so what I heard with that, and this is alarming, and if you watch the last video, it's the same conclusion, that the plugin is good. It's not the hardware. The hardware is, in my opinion, a little bit more grabby, but you can also push it more. It had more headroom. It just did. The plugin itself, as soon as you got to like the 2.5, approaching the 6 mark on this, like it started to squash it more. And I don't know if you noticed, when I pushed it up all the way, it totally fell apart, which is why one of the reasons I think they put the dry to wet ratio on here is because you're probably gonna need it. Just my opinion. Let's listen to the software on some actual like single tracks to where we can kind of just single things out. Maybe we can hear it better if you didn't, but for my ears, the hardware was a clear winner in that, and it wasn't even close. And I'm used to this guy a lot. And I'm not just saying that because I spent money on the Fusion and here you are getting the plugins. Like, to me, I'll be real quick with this, but to me, this is just another compressor plugin that does pretty well at what it does. It's not great. It's not gonna make you a freaking rock star engineer mixer. It's all right. It's just another plugin, to be quite honest with you. All right, so I'm gonna put it on the hi-hats because honestly, it's the most obvious, to be quite honest with you. And let's just hear how it reacts in the track. Let me bypass this Fusion here. We don't want any happy accidents. But let's hear this. It's really grabby. I don't know what the attack ratio is on this, to be quite honest. I can figure that out. I'll probably put it here on the screen. I'll research it. Alright, so that's cool. Once again, nothing crazy, right? Like, it's not gonna knock your socks off. If you're looking to get a Fusion, once again, it's a novelty. It's at a fraction of the cost. It's a good compressor, but if you're wanting something from the Fusion, I just don't think you're gonna get it. And this is why. I'm gonna put the actual Fusion hardware on here. All right, hardware test. Once again, let's listen. On some headphones, on some speakers, whatever. But listen to the headroom, is what I'm hearing. And also listen to the sonics of it. So I don't wanna like lead you on too much because I feel like the placebo can be planted at that point. So let's just listen. Okay, so in my opinion, that speaks for itself. Like, it was like gentler if you hear it, but it still had so much more you could go. So if I wanted to, I could push the input on this Fusion and really kind of crank it and still have like ways to go. Like, that's exactly what I heard. If you heard something different, let me know in the comments below. Also, the hardware had like more dimension to it. It felt like it wasn't taking control of the sound too much and making it sound more flat. It left a lot of dynamic range on it, but it still compressed it well. Even with the track itself, when it was playing, it like pushed it back. It didn't like smash that fucker all the way back. Bow! It didn't smash it. It like pushed it back exactly where it needed to be. So once again, the software version of the Fusion stuff, and this is all three now, they kind of fall apart when you push them. They just do. If you're being gentle with them, they sound pretty damn good. This, you can push it, man, and it's like,
yo, that's all you got? That's all you got? We're all made for this. I was built for this.
All right, so right now it's $149 on SSL site. It's $50 off at the time of this recording. As you can see here, it's normally $199. There's a free trial. Definitely do that before you plan on purchasing it, or you can get it in their monthly subscription. Y'all know how I feel about that. But yeah, it's $149, and the Fusion itself, I think it's like $2,700 if I'm not mistaken. Let's look. Yeah, the Fusion itself is $2,700. When I bought it, it came out close to just at $3,000 after taxes and stuff. I think I got it for $27, so this might be a little cheaper, but you're not getting a Fusion. That's just what it is. You're getting the plug-in of the Fusion, and it's an imitation, and it kind of sounds like an imitation. Just my thoughts. Once again, if you're going into this looking for the Fusion, I think you're going to be disappointed. So maybe tailor your expectations a little bit, and that's just it, you know? But yeah, that's my assessment. What'd you think? Let me know in the comments below. Once again, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share this to other people that you think might find some sort of value in it, some sort of interest in this. Also, guys, thank you for continually to show me love on my Spotify right here. These are my year-end numbers, and it was all thanks to you guys. I really mean that. Like, thank you so much, you know what I mean? If you want to see the other video that I did of the actual Fusion hardware versus the plugins, go ahead and check that out right here. I'm gonna put that on the screen. And just remember, guys, TBR, thoughts become reality. I'll catch y'all in the next time. This is TouchTone, I'm out. Peace.